Okay, didn't think that we'd be going over this video, but hey, it's interesting nonetheless. So we're going one-on-one with Tre Jones and Avery Johnson, which is kind of fitting. It's kind of weird. I never thought about it this way, but yeah, this is actually very fitting.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, guys, so let's go over this video. I'm very interested in what comes out of it. I have not seen any of this. But it was sent to me quite a few times. So nonetheless, we're gonna dive into it. But before we do, if you guys want to support the channel, please clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description. Yeah, lots of designs, a lot of merch. Just go check it out if you can. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to what they have to say. I think they got their own music. We're not gonna have any music on our own videos, so let's see. Actually, wait. Can we speed this bad boy up? Because this is a pretty long video. We'll try to get through all of it. All right. Oh, that's loud. Oh my God.
Hey.
What's up, Avery?
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Wow, what an honor to visit with the Spurs starting point guard.
Can I say something really quick? I don't think Avery Johnson gets enough credit for that 1999 championship. He doesn't get any credit. Like, honestly, when I look at that team, he was definitely the leader. I don't know if anyone would disagree with me on that. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, Tim Duncan was the best player on the team, but he wasn't necessarily the leader of that team, in my opinion. I thought it was Avery Johnson. It's kind of similar to 2014, where Kawhi Leonard was the best player on the team. I mean, by far. Don't think anybody would disagree with me, but at the same time, Tim Duncan was the leader of that team. So that's kind of how I see Avery Johnson. He does not get credit for it. Maybe amongst Spurs fans, kind of, older Spurs fans kind of feel that way, but man, he does not get credit.
Honored to be here with you, former.
That's right. So how's your your transition? My transition from college to the NBA was a handful, because I played with a number of teams. I was a little bit of a journeyman. I was this close from going to what we called the CBA back then. Now it's called the G League.
Right.
So my entrance into the NBA was rough. Give me an idea of, from college to where you are now, what's that transition been like?
Right. My transition, I feel like, has been really good. Obviously being here, helps out a lot. I feel like coming here as a young player, is one of, if not the best organizations to be part of to help with that transition. I had some great guards ahead of me. I got to learn from DeJounte and Derek White, Patty Mills even. And so got to learn from a lot of guys who had been in, a similar position that I was in at the time. We started going a different route, started going really young. And so then opportunities opened up for myself, and I tried to make the most of it.
He said that he learned from Derek White. That was the best point guard that he named out of those three. I'm just kidding.
Jones with an open shot, sticks it. Jones is having a night. And a runner reverses for it. That's big time. Johnson spins. Tipped up and fouled. Jones with the bounce.
I know for me, because I played at HBCU. I didn't play in the illustrious ACC. But I know when I first came into the league, it was difficult, because a lot of the layups and my floaters, that I was consistent with in college, those things were getting swatted out. Right. So I had to go a little bit higher, or maybe take off a little bit earlier to try to get it over some of these 7-foot guys. What was the biggest surprise for you?
I feel like, the
Tre Jones is really good at those floaters. I mean, that's probably the best thing he is. The best thing he's good at, right? Like his best quality, you would say. Maybe some people say defense. I think he's a fine facilitator. I think he's really good at the floater, and a decent defender. But yeah,
the length and athleticism, it's even more than college. Like, I felt like I was playing at the top level in college, but I mean, it's even more at this level.
Avery Johnson is such a better speaker.
I had the Tim Hardaway Jr.'s and the Gary Paytons. John Stockton, if he walks in here right now, I'm probably going to elbow him for a variety of reasons. But I had all these different guys that were my nemesis, and really tough guys to match up with. And I get the question all the time, who's the toughest guy you ever played against? Michael Jordan's the easy answer. So I say, let's put Michael, he's on an island by himself. But it was a lot of those guys. So right now, if you look over the landscape, both the Eastern Conference and Western Conference, not necessarily the toughest guy to play against, or who do you have the most fun playing against?
Ooh. I wonder who he's gonna say. I mean, most fun playing against. I would say Steph Curry. But that's not fun. I would not have fun going against Steph Curry. Let's see, who's a player that's pretty competitive that also would be pretty, I don't know, Dame, Chris Paul seems like that would match up with Trey Jones pretty well as far as like someone he can learn from. I'm interested in this. Westbrook? I don't know.
I'll say the easy answer is, Curry.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I was right. Oh, well, there we go.
Right, just, the way he plays the game and everything. Ja Morant, though.
Ja Morant. Okay, I didn't think about that.
I love his game. Damian Lillard. I feel like
I said Dame.
The NBA is right now. There's so many different players that are doing so many crazy things every single night.
And what I would say, because I wasn't really a scoring point guard, but there were times in my mind coming into a game, I felt like I had to score a little bit because I didn't want to be sitting on 6 points, like we played Allen Iverson.
Right.
So AI, I used to tell people I held him to 40, but I had 27.
Right.
I just felt I had to score. You ever feel that way sometimes?
Yeah, for sure, all the time. There's all these guys stats right now going crazy. These guys scoring, like you said, 40, whatever it is, putting up triple doubles.
They are very close to like the type of point guard Trey Jones is. This is actually a reason for, and I've been pretty mean sometimes, but this is actually a reason for me not being as hype about this archetype of Trey Jones. Like I appreciate him being on the team, and I think he has a fine career in the NBA ahead of him. And he will always be able to be a guy that you come in and he puts things back together and keeps the team together. But he just reminds me more so of a Corey Joseph, not necessarily his playing style, but just the fact that they're kind of the same role, and I think that that's eventually what he's going to be. I don't think Trey Jones will be a starting point guard in the league. It would have to be many of stars surrounding him for that to be the case. I just don't see that being the case because he's not a great or really good three-point shooter for the point guard position. He might be a little bit too much of an old school point guard, and yeah, it's just one of those archetypes that you don't necessarily have to have on a team, but it's beneficial. But more than likely they come off the bench. So
all that. So obviously you got to go out and get yours as well. So it was Peach Jam. It was probably, I think I was 11 or 12 years old.
Right,
and
okay.
So Tyus was the one playing. And I think you were there watching your son.
I was watching Avery Johnson.
Yeah, they're around the same age. And in the hotel, I was swimming at the time, and you were working out. And I remember my mom was like, that's Avery Johnson. So I look over, I'm like freaking out as a kid.
he's like, who's Avery Johnson?
But I gotta go meet him. So I came, snuck up, and had to meet you. It was crazy, but now this is all full circle.
Yeah, it really makes me feel, ecstatic because, when I left the Spurs, they basically turned this number 6 over and turned it into number 9, right? And that guy was, Tony Parker was just sensational.
Right.
And now to see you taking the mantle and taking it to a whole nother level as you guys.
What does that mean? Taking Tony Parker's mantle into a whole nother level? I don't. What is he talking about here? I love Avery. What is he insinuating? Where is this going?
Guys are hitting this reset button to take the franchise to the next level. It's really a thrill because you play the right way. That's what I really love about you. And even going back to college, I love point guards. I mean, and you are a point guard. This whole idea of this combo guard and lead guard, you are a point guard in the quintessential way. Talk to me about Coach Popovich, the 2022 version, 23 version.
He's chill. Is he chill?
Of Coach Popovich.
Right. I would say the 2022, 2023 version of Coach Pop, much more laid back than what you're used to.
Yep.
I'll for sure say that, obviously he's a great coach. He continues to teach the game the right way. He continues to, be on us about playing the right way. I feel like he's a lot more laid back. He doesn't yell at us nearly as much.
Wait a second. What do you mean he doesn't yell? Say that one more time to the camera. Say that one more time.
I'm not going to say it to the camera.
What you mean he doesn't yell?
I can't say it to the camera.
He doesn't yell. Where's Tom James? What do you mean he doesn't yell?
Pop understands his personnel, and there's no point in raising his blood pressure. There's no point at this point, right?
What is that?
He'll go every now and again, but from the stories I've heard, he's calmed down a lot. He continues to stay hard on us.
And that's like everybody. Most people, when they get a little older, the older you get, the calmer you get. So
expects, the most out of us every single night.
At the end of the day, when your time is up here in San Antonio, how do you want to be remembered?
Right. I want to be remembered as a winner here. I feel like That's why I play the game of basketball.
Take that smile off your face, all right? I want a sincere answer here. I want to be seen as a winner. You need a mean mug. I want to be seen as a winner. That's what you need to do, not this. What you doing? I don't believe that. I don't trust you. Look at Avery Johnson. Look at Avery Johnson's face. He's a winner. He's like, yeah, this is my face when I said that I want to be a winner. And this is your face. You're like, I want to be a winner. No, you don't.
Been a huge competitor. I was the youngest brother, so I was always trying to keep up, trying to get a win over whoever it was I was playing against. But I want to be remembered as a winner. There's banners hanging in the gym, and guys are always coming back. Even Tim Duncan, Tony, Manu. For me, I want to be remembered as one of those guys.
They keeping the culture alive, baby.
I want a winner like that.
And that's what I love about you, because my jersey's retired not because I made an all-star team. You don't have that many chances, right? So you got what I call maximize the moment. Your moment is getting rest tonight. Your moment is preparation tomorrow morning for the game, move on to the next game. The more you can maximize each moment, you'll give yourself the chance to be the best version of yourself, to help the team to become the best version of themselves.
You want to show me around the Alamodome?
You want to take it to the court?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. When we were running out on the court, you could feel the energy. We were full of energy, but then the fans, it felt like everybody was here an hour before the game. In there.
Was this recorded? When was this recorded? This was uploaded 2 days ago. They're in the Alamodome right now? Huh.
Seats ready to go, and then you're running on the court. Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
What was it like on a nightly basis? This being your home court.
Jeez, look at all those people. I would not have wanted to go to this game, to be honest. You can't even freaking see the court.
But I always felt we wanted to protect home court. It's like anything, somebody breaks into your home, you gotta protect your family. And I felt like, when teams came into the Alamodome, we don't want you to feel like you're a special guest.
Right.
We don't want you to feel comfortable.
Right.
That's what I miss, man. That's what I miss. God, dude, I hate this. I hate this whole thing. I went to San Antonio like a few years ago. When was the last time I went? It was Kawhi Leonard playing, so it was a minute, okay? It was Kawhi Leonard's last season with us, and I went, man. God, it just felt like it was just a big mix, man. Like half Spurs, half like the other fans. It was like, oh my God, man. It's like welcome, other team. This is your court for the night.
Our fans gonna make you uncomfortable, but we want
I love that.
to make you as uncomfortable on the court as we can.
Right. I mean, I have the shirt. Western Conference
That's
Championship.
That's right.
1999.
He's got the shirt on. We partied like it's 1999.
Oh my God, that was such an old reference. Okay, we're done. We're done with this. But yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, Patreon, YouTube member, $2 per month. Yeah, but this is a great interview. I always like hearing Avery Johnson talk, and I really hate the fact that he doesn't get enough credit, man. He genuinely was that guy for the Spurs. So anyways, I'll get with you guys later. Till next time. Bye.